The resolution authored by Speaker Sonny Belmonte that pushes for amendments to the economic provisions of the Constitution is expected to be approved on second reading next month. The full report from Freddie Abando.
For some time, plenary debates for Resolution Number 1, which proposes amendments to the economic provisions of the Constitution, has been stalled since the priority of the House has been the approval of the draft Bangsamoro Basic Law. This week, the interpellation for Resolution authored by Speaker Feliciano Belmonte has been concluded to pave the way for its approval on second reading before the end of the second regular session of the 16th Congress in June. Approval will require a two-thirds vote of all members of the House.
I can foresee that this will actually reach a vote in the House, and that will be a big hurdle for us. Perhaps the biggest hurdle we will have here is because we have to muster two-thirds vote out of the 90 members of the House, which is virtually about more or less 200 votes, slightly less than 200 votes. Again, the moment we master that, then we can pass it. And what is the good thing about this? This is the first time that that any change in the Constitution have hurdled a major step as this one has done.
After the approval of the resolution in the House, it's now the turn of the Senate to act on the measure. If agreed on in the bicameral conference committee, the proposed amendments may be submitted in a plebiscite to be held simultaneously with the 2016 elections.
We'll send it to the Senate, and hopefully, because according to them, they keep on telling me that they share the same sentiments. Yes, I hope that they can go ahead and pass it too with a two-thirds vote. No? And at any rate, people are saying, how will you have this gone through a plebiscite? Because there's really that has been appropriated for a plebiscite vote on this. What we are going to do really is try to ride on the 2016 election. Ilagay na lang namin doon as another question in that ballot, whether they're voting yes or no on the proposed constitutional change.
The Belmonte resolution provides for the insertion of the phrases may be provided for by law to empower Congress in the future to initiate reforms of restrictive economic provisions in the Constitution. The provisions considered as roadblocks for the entry of foreign direct investments to invest in education, media, advertising, and public utilities. Speaker Belmonte said the amendments plus the approval of the Fair Competition Law will boost the gains of the Aquino administration to attract more foreign direct investments in the future. Under the President's leadership, his reform agenda on good governance, easing doing business in the Philippines, and strong economic fundamentals scored in attracting $6 billion of FDIs in 2014.
We do need or foreign direct investments, which translate into buildings, into factories, into machineries, and eventually into jobs. No? So coupled with the fact that we have already approved, we're well on the way to approving a fair competition law, I think we are creating a good climate for investment into the country and for further economic growth on what has already been built on by the Aquino administration.
The amendments were endorsed by the Philippine Business Group and the Joint Foreign Chambers of Commerce in the country. The only concern is to ensure small business firms will be protected from the big boys. Amending restrictive economic provisions of the Constitution will impact on job generation and poverty reduction for the long term.
I think we have to loosen up on certain of these restrictive provisions of the Constitution. I mean, just to conform with the times. So, of course, we have to be quite selective about it.
How selective would you be?
Well, there are a few areas that should be opened up to foreign investments and the like.
Business is always one in trying to amend all the restrictive provisions. But some sectors are not in favor of the method.
Are you in favor?
ECO officially is not in favor of the ban law.
Why, sir?
Because it's a fundamental law, it has to go through the normal process of amending the Constitution.
Except for something like in the retail business, we should protect the local, I mean, the Filipino itself. Maybe, makatanggalin yun eh. The others, I think, conforme kami.
How important is it to attracting investments?
You know, at least 99% pa rin ng small and medium industries. Tanggalin sa Pilipino. That's what I'm looking at. The rest, pwede real estate, all those things, pwede nga amend.
For the People's Television Network, this is Freddie Abando reporting.